Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is January 19th, 2024. You know who it is, Pastor Troy Wynn Sr. And listen, I'm getting ready to go into praise team rehearsal in about 30 minutes. But before I do, I wanted to share something with you that I think will bless a lot of people, especially if you're interested in success. I want to give you 9 insights about success. And I want you to hear what I'm telling you because being successful is one thing, but maintaining a certain level of success is a whole different ball game. God doesn't just want you to be successful or experience success, but God wants you to be able to maintain what you've obtained. And the only way to do that is to know and practice certain principles that really keep success in your hands, keeps it in your life. Here's insight number 1 about success. And let me know which one of these blesses you the most. Number 1, success is not just luck. And I need you to understand that because I have heard down through the years, someone will look at someone who's successful and say, well, he's just blessed, or she's just, been favored, or somebody gave them this, or they had a head start, or they were born with this or that. And listen, let me tell you something. Even if all of that is true, anyone who has success and has maintained it, you got to give them credit. And you got to understand, has nothing to do with luck. Here's what I've learned. Success is actually a skill. If you don't know this, then you'll just think it just happens to some folks, and then some folks are just kind of left out of the success process. No, you can learn the skill of success. Now, when I say success is a skill, here's what I'm talking about. It's the skill of taking action and the skill of persevering through setbacks. That's a skill. And you may not have been born with it, but guess what? You can learn it. And the sooner you learn it, the more you're going to be successful in life, and the more you're going to be able to hold on to whatever success you get your hands on. Here's insight number 2 about success. Success is a journey, not a destination. Now, you've heard this before, but I need you to really grasp what it means and how important it is to understand that success is a journey, not a destination. When you say things like, when I get this, I'm going to be happy, or when I have this, I'm going to be successful, you are viewing success as a destination. Folks, I have learned that success is a journey, and it is a journey every day that requires you and me to take the appropriate steps in the right direction toward the success that we desire. Standing still won't get you there. Why? Because success is a journey. Now, when I say success is a journey, not a destination, here's the tricky part. It requires sacrifice. And this is, again, why a lot of people aren't successful, because they are hoping that things will just happen without them having to give up anything or have any type of discipline. Success truly is. I'm telling you guys, it is all about success. Put this on a t-shirt and give me 10% of all sales if you sell any. Check this out. No success is a result of no sacrifice. Let me say it again. No success is a result of no sacrifice. Flip it around, PT. No sacrifice means no success. And you've just got to get comfortable with making the necessary sacrifices that are applicable to the success you want to have in life. Whether it's finances or relationships or your career, you want to travel, you want to be able to buy something like a house, cash, or you want to be able to buy a car cash, or you want to be able to buy a home without it being a financial struggle. You want to be able to bless people and it not affect you financially in a devastating manner. Whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, folks, hear me when I tell you this. It's going to take some sacrifice. You want to get physically fit, it's going to take some sacrifice. You want to be a great public speaker, it's going to take some sacrifice. You want to be a great parent, it's going to take some sacrifice. You want to be a great husband, great wife. Every level of success requires sacrifice. Here's insight number 3. Success is a habit, folks. Somebody got to catch that. Success is a habit. In other words, successful people who have success and know how to maintain success. I'm not talking about this fly by night. I'm not talking about being a one-hitter quitter. I'm talking about having a success that's sustainable. You're going to have a habit of success. In other words, you're going to have a habit that allows you to have the kind of goals that have habits that help you achieve those goals. For whatever your goals are, there is a certain set of habits that go with it. Let's talk about being physically fit. You want to be physically fit, you want to be healthy, then there's some habits. There are eating habits, there are exercising habits, there are hydration habits, there are nutritional habits. Those habits are related to the goal that you want to be successful at. You got financial goals? Guess what? There are some habits connected to your financial goals, like budgeting and discipline and reducing your debt. Every goal has habits that will enable you to be successful. So success is a habit. All right, here's insight number 4. Success is a mindset. Oh, and this is the truth. If nothing else I haven't said is the truth, this is the truth. Success is a mindset. And here's what I wrote in my notes. Successful people have a positive mindset. They're unique in that way that they always seem to see the possibilities more than they see the obstacles. And yeah, they see the obstacles, but after they get through looking at the obstacles, beyond the obstacles, they see the possibilities. Learning how to see beyond. I taught a Bible study on that. Learning how to see beyond what you see will enable you to be successful because you don't allow what you see to stop you. You don't allow the negativity, the obstacles, the problems to make you give up and quit. You're able to see beyond because you have a successful mindset. That's number 4. Here's number 5. Success is all about personal growth. Folks, there is no real success without personal growth. You cannot remain the same person you were 10 years ago and expect to experience phenomenal, sustainable success today. Can't. You got to continue to grow personally. That means you got to learn some things. You got to develop your personality. You got to sharpen your communication skills. You got to, if you're a speaker, you have to record yourself when you speak and then listen to how you speak, the tone of your voice, how you sound. How many times do you say, when you're speaking, trying to give yourself time to figure out words. You listen to your vocabulary. You listen to maybe you needing to add more words so you don't have to say the same thing the same way. Let me tell you something, personal growth, that's where all that comes from. And a lot of people want to be successful, but they don't want to grow personally. Here's what I know about people who have personal growth and they're successful because of personal growth. They're always learning, they're always growing. They're always learning, always growing. And they're not afraid to step outside of their comfort zone and try new things. They are just not afraid. They will do it, and if they fail, they're like, hey, it's okay. I learned something from it, but I'm not afraid to go for it. I'm not afraid to step outside the proverbial box that folks try to put me in, or I'm not afraid to step out of the proverbial box that I'm used to being in. And then listen, I know sometimes it can be scary, it can be challenging, but that's where we grow, folks. That's where we learn. That's where we become more suitable for the person we want to become. That's where we become more prepared for the things we want to achieve in life. You have got to experience a constant, consistent flow of personal growth. Here's number 6. I'm just giving you insights about success. Let me slow down because I'm running like a fire hydrant real quick. Success is about giving back. Yeah, that's a fact, folks. Success is not just about getting. Oh my God, so many people think that success is about getting. Truth of the matter is, real success is about giving back. And here's what I know about successful people, man. They love to give back. They love to use their success to open the door and hold the door open for those who are ready and willing to sacrifice, ready and willing to do what it takes. They understand as a successful person that they are blessed to be a blessing. And when God says give back, they don't mind giving back. That's a great asset of a successful person. It's one of those traits that you see in successful people across the board. They do not mind giving back. Here's another insight about success. Number 7, I believe, success is about leaving a legacy. Yes, success is not about selfishness. Success is about leaving a legacy. I know for a fact that I often think about what will I be remembered for after I have breathed my last breath on this side of eternity. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not ashamed to tell you, I want to be remembered for positive contributions. I want to be remembered for making a difference. I want to be remembered, not just somebody who was, on this planet taking up space, but man, when I breathe my last breath, I want to be remembered as somebody who made a positive impact and made an undeniable positive difference. And if you think that way, you have the makings of what it takes to be successful, because successful people care about legacy. It matters to them in ways that sometimes they can't even explain. Now, if some folks say, I don't care about leaving no legacy, well, that's because you aren't wired to be successful. You're just wired to be selfish. But the Bible even says that, when we are prosperous, that we should leave an inheritance for our children's children. Translation, legacy. How will you be remembered after you are gone? What are you doing today that's going to positively impact somebody's life and make people miss you when you're no longer around? That's legacy. Number 8, I got 2 more. giving you insights about success because I want you to be successful, but I don't just want you to have success. I want you to know how to maintain it. Here's insight number 8. Success is possible for everyone. And I want to just scream this from the top of the mountain. Success is possible for everyone. And I need you to believe that. I meet people all the time who have taken themselves out of the possibility of ever being successful because of their history, their past, their track record, or the environment that they grew up in. And they got all these little boxes that they themselves believe disqualify them when nothing could be further from the truth. Success is possible for everyone. Now, is it going to be easy? No. And it's going to be maybe more challenging and even harder for some than it is for others. But that does not mean that you cannot be successful, no matter where you come from. And here's the fact, guys. You need to understand this. No matter your circumstances, you can achieve your dreams. Now, you may have to put in some work. You may have to have some disciplines. You may have to suffer and sacrifice. You may not be able to do what other people do, and you may have to be selective with your associates, and you may have to be very choosy about your environments. But listen, all of that is a recipe for your success, because if you will do what you have to do, you can be successful in ways that your mind will certainly be blown. You'll be like, I cannot believe I've done this. I cannot believe I've achieved this. I was sharing with my men's group. We had a Bible study called Men of God Saturday last week. And it shocks people when I say this, but there was a time in my life where I felt like I couldn't do anything right. There was a time in my life where I labeled myself and named myself Mr. Can't Get Right. And I remember like it was yesterday. I used to call myself, in my own mind, Mr. Can't Get Right. I used to say to myself, you're so stupid. You're so dumb. You'll never be anything. You'll never have anything. You're nothing but a failure. You're the ugliest thing on this planet. I used to say that to myself. And that was the time when I was struggling with depression and low self-esteem. You know my testimony. Attempted suicide on 3 separate occasions, never cried out, never told anybody, never wrote a note. I was trying to leave this planet. Why? Because I allowed myself to believe that I could not be successful, because I had experienced some failures with an S. I had experienced some setbacks. I had experienced some poor choices and horrible decisions that just kind of blew up in my face. And it was like, bruh, you're better off dead than alive, because you just can't seem to do anything right. You can't seem to ever, sustain anything. You can't seem to ever have enough money to do anything. And you're just always going to be on the bottom of the barrel. I literally allowed myself to believe that. See, here's what I know, folks. You can convince yourself that you can't be successful, and if you do, you won't be successful. But just like you can convince yourself that you can't be successful, here's the good news. You can also convince yourself that I can be successful. I will be successful. And yeah, I've messed up and missed opportunities, and I've made some poor choices and horrible decisions, but guess what? I'm not going to let that stop me from growing into my greatness. I preached that a couple of weeks ago. You got to grow into your greatness. The key is you got to keep growing. When you fall flat on your face, get up and grow. When you make horrible choices and terrible decisions, get through it. Extrapolate whatever lessons you can from those horrible choices and bad decisions, and keep going and keep growing. And here's what I know. You will grow into your greatness, and even you will be surprised. But you got to embrace point number 8. Success is possible for everybody. Now, I'm not going to blow any smoke and give you any mirrors of illusion. It's going to take some hard work. It's going to take some dedication. God knows it's going to take some perseverance. But it's possible. You just got to know that it's possible, and know that if you don't, you won't. Woo. Good God Almighty. Let me say that again and keep going. If you don't, you won't. If you don't get up, if you don't believe, if you don't keep trying, if you don't speak life into yourself, you will never be successful. But if you can drink this Kool-Aid that I'm giving you that has no cyanide in it, it only has truth and power and wisdom. Sip it and drink it till it's gone, and believe that I can be successful too. All right, here's point number 8, insight number 9. Insight number 9, my last one, because I got to go. And this was important for me to share, because I'm seeing a lot of people fall into the trap as it relates to success and power. And I want to say this as number 9, great insight. Success is determined by how much power and how much authority you can handle without it going to your head. That's good. Somebody better hear me now. What are you telling me, PT? Yeah. Success is determined by how much power and how much authority you can handle without it going to your head. And I see it over and over and over again, especially when you talk about people who have never had a lot of power, never had a lot of authority, and they are given power and given authority. They find themselves sometimes in this constant battle with that power and that authority because it feels good to operate in that power. It feels good to operate in that authority. And if you're not careful, it'll go to your head. If you're not careful, you'll get addicted to the applause. You'll get addicted to standing in front of people and being heard. You'll get addicted to people calling you and asking you for wisdom and knowledge. You'll get addicted to people telling you how amazing you are. You get addicted. And here's what I know about power and authority. If you ever get addicted, it won't be long before you get afflicted. Whew. I got to go, but I hope I can help somebody because I want you to be successful. And I don't want you just to have success and lose it. I want you to have success and maintain what you've obtained. So understand this, folks, that you got to be careful with power and authority because your success will be determined on how much of it you can handle without it going to your head. Now, I hope this has been a blessing. I told you I wasn't going to be long. I just wanted to encourage somebody with these 9 insights that I've learned, some of them the hard way, but I don't mind sharing them with you because it's your destiny. As a matter of fact, it's your duty to be successful. Somebody needs you to be successful so that they can know that they can be successful. Hey, it's January the 19th, 2024. Pray I blessed you. If so, feel free to leave a comment. I'll scroll through and check them out. And listen, more than that, if you know somebody that's into personal growth, wisdom and knowledge, share this with them. Who knows? You might bless them by sharing what I've given you. Have a blessed day. Till the next time, love you, praying for you, and I believe in you.